What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven once again with some Once Upon a Galaxy, and today it looks like we are playing some spells. We can either give random characters +1/+1 whenever we cast spells, we can get a bonus shop of spells starting on turn 3, or we can grab random mages by casting spells. I do think that Wizard Headmaster is a decent amount of fun. Professor Who's Who can also be fun. Professor Who's Who can find some secret rares with a slightly higher access to True Love's Kisses, so I'm into that. Let's grab the daughter, and no heroes here. I thought this used to be a hero. Maybe it never was. Grab Flying Monkey in case they're playing supports. And grab a free easy win there. Toto into the Silver Daughter is good, and then Aladdin to nearly complete the daughter. Nice, that's why we frontline the monkey. It's going to get us a win. And You Meet in a Tavern is probably a fair place to start. Yeah, I don't really like anything else we're doing right now. Santa Claus with Jack Frost is really just fine, but I don't see anything better here. Plus it gives us the treasure. Elven Tools is meh. Cutlass is meh. Oh, Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs is not that good on Professor Who's Who, but it also is good. I go back and forth on whether or not this is good. It's certainly worse than it is on some other heroes, but it might still be worth picking up because it allows you to have like a worst case scenario hit effectively. We are going to complete the Cowardly Lion here. That's pretty good for one turn. And Pixie Dust is reasonable. Buffs from your spells give an additional +1/+1. Or we can make our animals into mages. Huh. +2/+2 on Santa Claus, and everything else is like fine. Pixie Dust, I just played the previous game where we had the Worm Scale Tinkerer. So that kind of just makes me want to go Pixie Dust just for that reason. I have a notification on Discord. Let me just... that's just Marvel Snap going off for the daily reset or something. Let's go for Pixie Dust. I think it's fine on the board, and there's some other really powerful things that can do in the mid and late game, honestly. We'll throw in a Jill Sunshine. Like Slash and Dash are really good. This is a fairy, so whenever you cast a spell, it gets +3/+3. That's pretty fantastic. Oh, I could also pick up an egg here. This is a totally fine time to pick up an egg. Short. No space for Santa Claus is a bit of a bummer. We wind up losing out on some value there and actually lose a full heart because of it. That does not seem fair. Oh well. So we're gonna try to do something with the egg, and then yeah, we gotta get out of what we're doing here a little bit. This is a little bit wild. I feel like Aladdin is not enough of a way to pivot out of this, and I might just want to go for Calypso. Yeah, let's start to pivot. It's just a mage, it's just a fairy, but it's giving +3/+3 to the shop. I think that that's good. Do I just toss the Santa Claus? Do I just say, done with ya? I think so. Ooh, buffs from spells give an additional +3/+3 for the rest of the game. That is pretty good. And it's got some extra stats on it from the other things that we've done. My board is certainly not that strong right now, but it looks like it's actually going to get us there. Cool. Two-headed wizard can double cast a Lost in the Woods next turn, and it's a mage for Calypso, but this is not a fairy. Still think we take this. This is a fae, that's why it's glowing. This gets +3/+3 on attacks. Oh, maybe I didn't want to cut that card that I did. We're going to keep the egg for a turn. I might now need to just play Katamari. I'm not willing to cut this. I'm not willing to cut this. Katamari is bigger than Nightshade, but I think we just need to cut Calypso here. I lightning bolt my wizard, but my Katamari survives. That's the important thing. The Katamari is able to get a little bit more value that I wind up only cracking a heart. And now, so now what's going to happen is this is going to hatch into a legendary, which is an Oberon. And basically I gave myself the potential to hit a True Love's Kiss here, but it's a double casted True Love's Kiss. We could double Abracadabra and look for that True Love's Kiss for this. That might actually be the most ideal scenario here. We could also heal up that heart potentially. We're going to go for another Abracadabra, keep on growing the wizard. Unfortunately, no Calypso. Means that we don't get to do anything super crazy here. Do I want to find another Fae? Or another Mage? That's interesting. That's certainly what we should be doing right here, is guaranteeing what our next shop will be. And I don't know what I want it to be. I think I want a Mage. I think we're going for Mage shenanigans here. If we can rebuy into that Calypso, that seems good. One more Abracadabra. One more Abracadabra to True Love's Kiss this Oberon. Finally, we got there. We only had to look at 20 spells in one turn. That gives me Battered Star Galactica. I told you we could get some secret rares going on this captain. Now we can meet an epic in the tavern, or we just pick up Calypso, which would have been so cracked to have that on this past turn. It's a bummer that we didn't, but I think nothing we can do about that now. Do I keep my Mage if we're going into Calypso? Here's an interesting thing to consider. Yeah, we have the Battered Star Galactica. We should just be playing to that. Midas Touch on Calypso is not terrible, but I think I'm just going to heal up my heart. Do I want to play a 17/17 over a Mage? I think we'll just cycle through. Just taking a look at these slots. We could already just cast a spell, but Iron Cast Dragon is also pretty good and also pretty magey. Yeah, let's just do this. This makes a lot of sense. Let's go do this order. This seems fine. I want to get Battered Star in as many combats as possible. And the cat still got to attack. All right, so now we can... I mean, I think we should Nightshade again. Cut the cat. There's no reason to keep the Nightshade other than maybe we could find the treasure that makes recruits double up. And if we find that, I'll kind of want to have done this. So yeah, let's start pumping up the Nightshade. We're done here now. Oh, give your characters +7/+7. That is so much stats. Do it again. I think we just two-headed wizard, setting up for next turn to do some crazy mage shenanigans. Cycle through this. Also not bad. If we go Fae Familiar and we cut the Nightshade to go back into this, I think we could still potentially make this thing work. It's going to get out of hand really quickly. With +3/+3, we're going to cast multiple spells at the start of the next turn. We are going to lose this fight. But now, worst case scenario, we have Lost in the Woods, and that's why this isn't bad. Because, like, we can just Lost in the Woods here, and that's totally fine. We could also Grotto the Iron Cast Dragon, or we could double over the Rainbow to potentially find a quadruple statted legendary character. This seems fine. I think we actually are hurting for tempo a little bit right now in this lobby. So I'd like to get a little bit more stats onto the board. And this is fine. Your spells give an additional +5/+5. We'll have to cut the Fae for this. It won't give us a treasure ASAP, but it'll give us a treasure eventually. We just need to find like 1 abracadabra in 2 turns. And that should do it. So as long as we cast 1 abracadabra or the other spell, or just 1 more Lost in the Woods. Yeah, this will do it. This will be an Elminster turn. That was pretty good. We do have to through the Looking Glass something, which is fine. We'll just get rid of Calypso. Okay, that's a pretty good thing to get rid of it for. And then Greed on Ironcast for a free treasure. Or cycle through Jill to try to find something slightly better. I think that this is fine. I'm fine with the treasure. Captain's Cutlass is good enough to me. And now we can pick up Statue of Olympus, Starstone, or Zeng. Let's just go for spells, huh? I want Conan frontline. We could do this. Also put this frontline. We are nearing the end here. I just have to tab out for a second to check on... I am currently in a Marvel Snap tournament at the same time as this, just in between the rounds, and I'm basically out of contention at this point, but just want to keep an eye on when that may start. We have our secret rare treasure. We also have a Eureka for Ironcast. That's always just free, right? +18/+18 and grab a treasure seems good to me. Wand of Shielding is nice. And now I could make everything a mage. Oh, and everything a fairy. Everything a fairy seems like it's really good, but we also have the chance to Wonderbox. And like, if anybody can make the dream of Wonderbox True Love's Kiss real, it certainly is Professor Who's Who. Oh, this is tricky. Making this a fairy gives me some extra stats. Making this a fairy gives it a little bit more stats, but I think we are just going to go for Wonderbox. That looks good to me. We can Chaos. I'm not looking to hit the True Love's Kiss right this second. I'm actually kind of looking to replace my board with full legendaries. So I guess we do that. Oh, and then... Okay. We just True Love's Kiss here. We lose the Conan treasure, but we get a board full of secret rares plus 1 legendary from Ironcast Dragon. Turns into Frankenstein's Doctor. Echoing Fae is pretty good. Ghost Armor is pretty insane, and Elminster is going to turn into Shadow. Oh, we've already done it. This is such a good board because we can pump up Ghost Armor, bring it back with Shadow, pump it up further with Frankenstein's Doctor, and then throw all of those buffs onto Echoing Fae. But this is what I've wanted to do, get everything secret rare. So what's interesting about this is we might run out of secret rares. At some point we will, and I think the game will stop transforming our cards, but picking up Zeus does seem like a pretty big hit. Paul is fine. I'm fine with that. Tiamat, okay, Tiamat's good. I forgot about Tiamat. Echoing Fae is going to become Draina, which is not the best one, but honestly still pretty fine as well. If we backline Tiamat, Doppelganger has all types, so Doppelganger will get the Tiamat trigger off. We'll get extra treasures from that, and then I'll just backline Zeus. And we are looking to get into the finals pretty soon here. Paul is going to give us some nice tempo. We get plus 1,000 sword from Tiamat. That is absolutely ridiculous. They have a Doppelganger too. That is going to give them a pair of Zeuses. They have a golden Doppelganger. All right, we've still got a game here then. They actually beat us this fight. We only crack a heart, but still pretty crazy to have lost that one. So What all are we doing here now? I'm interested in dragons. I also just want to grab silver cards to pump up Draina, I suppose. Oh, that was a triple cast with that. No interest in Goldilocks. We're just going to give our squad plus 14s. Cycle through Wicked Witch and... oh no, let's make our whole board silver. Because then we could potentially make the whole board golden. This also, yeah, casting a targeted spell with Wand of Shielding actually goes crazy. Draina is certainly a card that I'd rather not have on my board. But I don't think I should be breaking up my board full of secret rares. I think that that's too fun. Two-Headed Wizard would be good as well. But actually just doubling everything is probably just dandy. I would like another dragon. The only question is what happens when we find another True Love's Kiss. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to run the pool of secret rares out completely. My opponent also has a pair of secret rares, but we've got so much more than that. They do get to steal my doppelgangers with their doppelganger. Oh, but then we steal their doppelgangers back? What happens here? Does this ever end? Wait, we are just farming treasures and this never ends. They are also farming treasures. I think we've reached a stalemate point. I think we're going to get every treasure in the game. I think we're going to give my opponent every treasure. Wait, this turned into a Zeus. So that's it. Nope. More doppelgangers for us here. Okay, but now I'm out of doppelgangers. They're going to start stealing a bunch of Zeuses. They're going to get more doppelgangers even. We did get a bunch of value out of that. We also grabbed a co-captain. Keeps moving. We get to choose an additional captain here. We lose this fight again. Oh gosh. Oh, if we lose, that would be heartbreaking. We do get a little bit of bonus attacks from that, and we have not yet seen our co-captain. We go over the rainbow, or we can go abracadabra. Huh. I think let's just go abracadabra. Look for targeted spells to cast on everything. That seems good to me. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is great. Everything gets plus 13, and I get 2 more shops after this. Eventually, we will find our captain. Do we True Love's Kiss again? Y'all, I don't know. If we lose our doppelganger, that seems terrible. If we find Big Bad Wolf, that seems interesting. I just have to. It's for the clickbait. Spirit of Vengeance, Big Bad Wolf, and at some point we're going to stop. We have now stopped. So we've lost 2 of our better options, but we've also stopped. We can find a... oh, this will give us secret rare treasures, because we can triple our secret rares now. Oh my goodness gracious. We could also just Midas Touch all of our secret rares. That seems decidedly worse, though. Huh. But we can golden our full board. We have to do this. It's just too sweet. Now we have absolutely no value of our shop being at secret rare level. And now I think we start pumping up Draina, finally. Big Bad Wolf, we can give it the ability to hunt. Sure. I'm not going to take the Tin Man. Yeah, there's nothing really that we can do here. If we take Nameless One, we give Draina like plus 100 in stats. It's probably fine. Yeah. And then Katamari, we're just going to cycle through this. That's another plus 100. Then we probably grab Pan's Shadow over the What Big Teeth. No, I think this is What Big Teeth time. Cast on everything. So 5 stats. Everything gets plus 10, plus 11 because of the Wand of Shielding. Just checking to see all of our treasures that we picked up in that last fight. Big Bad Wolf has to attack and survive, which can only happen against the Drake. So this is not great. If the Doppelganger steals Paul, I might be out of luck here. Gosh. Yeah, I lose. Well, you know what? Can you really call us a loser when we got all of the secret rares? I think that there were better plays we could have made that game, but I think we made some of the sweetest plays possible. That is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.